hello. Hello, hello. I have these set up backwards. Maybe. Also, I'm ready, but not. At least this music is good. Nice. The mantis. One moment. One moment. That look backwards to me. I mean, that's true. However, the backwards part is why it isn't doing the thing. Also, this one. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Is that working? I don't know. You just sweep it under the rug. It's probably fine. Why is file 8? I think it's this one. Something tells me one I have quarantined. Okay. Right now I had. Okay. I've not done this in a minute. I'm not prepared. Can you turn down sound effects like the menu noises? I can try. Let's try that. Well, hello. Well, hello. Is this more, or would you... You know what? Let me guess. Yeah. Just save that. Well, we can. Noises. Yes, yes. Thank. You are welcome. Also, let me make sure it's using the right thing. I should have set this all up early. Okay, it is good. All is well. It's just... Well, hello! Didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. They have all the best memes here. It's really quite moving. Not you thinking lawyer. I hope you're dying. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fall, Miss May. No, no. wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. I want to continue looking at memes. Lay down. So, you know. Oops. All memes. All memes. Haven't you done enough questioning, you? Spiky-headed. Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. He will tase you. So, what is it you would chat me then? Starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? Got him onto his visitor's room. He has moved in. A real pro, this guy. Yes, because I could see a lot of women like Miss May in here. Smile for the camera. I am an attorney. Hey, guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts. Get lost because, well, I'm not cooperating. Thanks, I noticed. But I am an attorney! Hey, guess what? There's no cooperation here. That man. What's your hotel room? Can you tell me about him? Where is he? What is he from? What's his credit card number? What is his parents' maiden name? No way, Jose. He had something to get her to talk. Place my tap on me his phone. Oh, it sounds like that. Sounds cold, so criminal. Having people's phones is a crime, Miss May. Because you and Dad in law school. Queep. Possible to talk to you. Say, why are you so angry? You don't look like a bad person. Oh, that doesn't bottom feed the scum-sucking lawyer. Bottom? Can't tell, does she have something against lawyers or just me? I am an attorney. Alright, be gone, Miss Titty Lulu. December 7th, Grothburg Law Office. Groth was out again today. Maybe he's bullying me for some reason. The painting is gone. Wait a second. Kind of painting hanging on the wall. Yeah, it was a painting of fisherman. And it wasn't very memorable painting anyhow. Oh no. We've insulted his painting and we're gonna die. Mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. Solid mahogany desk. Polished to deep luster. What's this? Old photos? There are two lying here. Written in pencil on the back. DL6 incident. Exhibit A, DL6 incident, Exhibit B. Let's look at Exhibit A. Dear God. I've never seen this woman in my life. This tells me nothing. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one missed just one photo. It might be a valuable clue. Take it for now. Photograph quietly added to the court record. I love how it specifies quietly. lies on the desk. Switch it with the one I took. Sure, why not? I think I'll swap them. Seventh, room 308. Ah, welcome, sir. Quite famous today, if I dare say so myself. Thanks. Sorry putting you on the spot like that. Not at all, sir. You have to can only help the Gatewaters rep, as they say. Rep. The reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. Sound premium for this room, of course. It would be great for business, sir. He hasn't been charged with murder. I too will become famous. Then you brought the murderer iced coffee. Like we're stuck in the same bad dream. So, you are on a guest, please, and it's anything I can bring you. Bring me the updated autopsy report. There's still a screwdriver stuck in the drawer. If that is so, it's a drawer of terror, hiding the place of murderer's wiretap. It's become one of the most popular attractions here. This guy's serious. I don't believe it. Ace. I was expecting I'm not good with flower names, except maybe tulips and sunflowers. No clues here, that's just the wall. Still seen painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever, one of those hanging on the wall. Nice weather again today. I can see fading cold lobsters, of course. That's one cell telescope in that window, of course. Just $5 willing 3 minutes of you to kill. Kiddos, just kidding, sir. Oh. Look in his eyes, I see he's more than serious. Good morning, Shadows. How are you doing?
Hey, Big! Finally found you. That's what I want to know.
Doing okay, that's good. Well, 2 glasses rest on the table. I've cleaned these up by now. You're welcome. Please refrain from touching those. Part they call the last drink before murder. Will be famous. Talk of the hotel industry. Simple bed. Recently made, nothing eye-catching there. It's all fun and games until someone steals this screwdriver. You can Dixon to take on. If he isn't here, it's because you won't talk to me. Also, it's my fault now. Don't have a hair. Just don't have spiky hair. You also have a spiky heart. That doesn't win this case done. I'm shaving my head. I need to make something now. Hey. Hey, you. Care to explain this? Oh, look at this. Every time I'm not telling you. Where did you? Aha, reaction. This is him, isn't it? What? Who? When? Why? Where? It is him. This is the man who stayed in your hotel room the night of the murder. No, that isn't quite. Nice try, Miss Cooperative. You proof that it was? Yeah, proof. Show me your proof. So close. My proof is that I'm an attorney. I don't know if I do have anything. Guess what? Yeah, I really hate. Thankfully, I can just continue to badger this person. Oh, I need the 2 cups. I know it now. Hey, Who's he with? He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. Foreshadowing! There's a gibble! I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir! You know, I have the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger. Hello, Crystal. How are you doing? I'm badgering witnesses today.
You suck so passionately.
And they can't stop me. Danger. We need... If we badger them enough, they'll slip up into something. They'll never know. They'll never know. I'm also drinking Gatorade. Don't know why I can't say they are dangerous to a detective. To be fair, we aren't a detective, we're a lawyer. I'm dangerous, see? Like, half of this stuff wouldn't fly in an American court. I'll be honest. And if it did somehow go on, get in one, it would be grounds for a mistrial. I'm just waiting for the one case. I know it happens. Where the localization team had to figure out some reason that a Japanese mob boss for a mob that only exists in Japan. It's like not international. Why would he be here? And why would he be arrested? It's mixed, but it's more Japanese than American, to be honest. I'm in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. Photo of the man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. Photo, About Miss May. Oh, her. So not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. She wouldn't. I think this guy's the most suspicious guy here. Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely, on that subject, I have an excellent idea. And it's a Gatewater. There we have subtitle. Gatewater Hotel. Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? Sounds great. Whatever floats your tea set. Are you aware that I am an attorney? Sorry, all I could think about during that trial was the hotel. Paying much attention to the evidence. This photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. Just once a detective once. You know how it is. No. No, I don't. I doubt that is the man who checked in with me April May. Affidavit swing, that's him. Affidavit. Guy's way too excited about it. Sure, can't hurt. Give me your testimony. Yes, I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. So known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit that... Why? Why is this your life goal? Why must you aim so low? Your hair has more flavor than your life goals. Just hurry up and write it. Affidavit added to court record. Not even May can play dumb to this. That's a hint, if I've ever seen one. Hello, Miss Psychopath. Ooh. We've already read this. Be gone, Miss Angry Woo. Stop jiggling your assets at the court. No seducing the court. Okay. You have a look at this. What that? Bellboy's affidavit. He tells us everything he saw, such as the man you checked in with. It was most definitely this guy. Because we showed this exact photograph to the bellboy, and he was like, "Yep, that's him. Hello, Bell. We're solving a murder."
So this is super dangerous, apparently.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Now I'm getting somewhere.
Thanks for that info.
Just so you know, this is slightly...
Step 1. Save game. Yay, murder. My man. Okay. I don't like you. I'm pushing you. Is it all or nothing? Time to do a little bluff. You playing dumb? Indeed, that's an act. Don't talk. I'm taking this info to the press. What? Oh, excuse me. That was her. What? Now you've witnessed the murder. Your little friend was missing. Shipwrecks would have field day with the reputation. Oh, final talk. You a lawyer? Yes, man, that felt good. It's great to be alive. Pumping your fists in the air. Cough. Now tell me about the man you were with. That man, he's my boss, Will. Red, white. And purple. Cause he isn't a true-blooded American like the rest of us. President of the Information Gathering Conglomerate Blue Corp. Red, white. Information gathering. Oh god, he's a data broker. Well, I suppose you could call it detective agency. So this man with you the night of the murder, he's either a data broker or a union buster. Possibly both. With that night of the murder, I'm scared to talk. Want to end up like her. She'll kill me. I watched him kill a cockroach in cold blood. And then he fed it to a spider and killed the spider so he could say he killed it again. It was terrifying. He also owes me $50,000 in back income. Okay, I'll just talk to Mr. White himself. And Blue Corp is located. Mr. Red White at last. Finally, a lead on this guy. When he couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. Affidavit is discarded. Why? Miss Rickles, where's that loafer? Milk clearing up the throat. Oh, you again. Hello, Mr. Grossberg. Oh, well. Quite thing, my boy. The trial. Is there? Me myself when I was in my youth. Yes, something got passed down through me, maybe? Back memories, it does. Ah, days of my youth, like the scent of red lemon, you see. I apologize. It's all a bit too much for me, my boy. Today, he's reminiscing, but I'd rather he gave me some information. Excuse me, Grossberg. What happened to your painting? Just look at painting on the wall. I'm just looking. You know the one I mean. And where'd it go? Oh, yes, well. Rid of the thing. Sold it, you see, that's right. Sold it? I'm not sure I'd buy that. Anything rather important to you, sir? Something happened. Don't see it how it's any of your business! Please, speak no more of that accursed painting. I didn't... I wasn't blackmailed. Came to see the trial. Yes, I did. Somebody me last night could get a wink of sleep, you see. That, well, you see, it's just me and sister, that poor girl. These thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. Why didn't you have to defend her? Because I'm 3 days from death, my boy. I die halfway through the trial, and then they won't delay it to get a new attorney. Oh, somewhat, but why did you refuse their request for a defense? I think I have a right to know. Right, Mr. Wright. No, it's all. It's just I need more time to think about it, my boy. Troubled about something. Maybe can inspire him something to talk. Does it have to do with this man? Get back this photograph. Where did you get that? Give that back at once. Taken it without your knowledge. Now, who is this man? Most likely in the April May's room the night of the murder. Hello, Nero. We're confronting people. How are you doing?
I wish there was a freaking. I wish there was here, but there's not. Yeah.
You did tell me to give that one. Oh man!
And he went for the double.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
I hope you'll be doing good. That's that, you say? Are you quite sure, my boy? I'd show you the bellboy's affidavit. If I still had it. A little flustered, I wonder. Beg your pardon, but I must ask you to leave. I need to be alone. Silent. Stone, a rather large stone. I guess I should return that photo. Perhaps return to Mr. Grossberg. Yeah, he doesn't have any more dialogue. What happens if I go here? 7th Fanco Law Offices. Forensic is taking off today. It's like room shoot nowhere in sight. Police gave this place working over. Not there any provable clues left. Because I can't hurt to take a look around though. Step 1. That's perfectly clean as always. Missing is Mia. More like a book here, even if you want to. All the cases that Chief worked on are filed here. Some of the files missing. Now I'm imagining things. Check. Check. Oh, movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made me cry when she saw it. Check it out one of these days. Fifth Moon, so am I. Hotel right across the way. Got a potted plant. Guess I'll have to water it now. Well, that was depressing. Is there anything on the ceiling? Nothing here. I'm an attorney. December 7th. Blue Corp Incorporated. CEO's office. What's with surreal decor? Welcome, please furnish me with your title of your patronage. What the? Name, what's your name? I need it for blackmail. I know what you've been looking at on YouTube. Just inquiring, asking the title you go by. Right, Phoenix Wright. Inquirably. Right, is it? Ah, I see. I don't like your face. You have a very punchable chin. I'm certain that's intentional. Splendoriferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary? Wait, there's that painting! That's the one for Grossberg's office. You can't fool me with your purple hair. And your 9 out of 10 toothpaste recommended smile. You're evil. You have enough rings for brass knuckles. The only people who dress like that are Bond villains. Bond villains and VTubers. And VTubers don't have money. So you're clearly a Bond villain. What's this guy's problem? Red White CEO, Blue Corp, you know, corporate expansion official. It's a ceiling to bring into the elite contact of the legally elite. I'm afraid I'm not usually conversing with the worldly challenge. What a fruitcake. Let me guess, you're an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? Then why you come meet me like this? What do you mean by that? No matter what business does a mighty lawyer such as... I was such a man as myself. Besides, this guy's arrogance demeanor is off the scale. Tell me about your company. Oh, back to the question. We find some those kinds of information. Company future. I'd say we are the future. This is too real. Sell information. You've been business up from Grand Office. Co-op was named after color blue. Why named it so? Why you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not? One moment. I want to make sure I see this before I get out. Seen this somewhere? Is this a replica? Velocity, I have no interest in anything but originals. Right, original with 5 million for sure. And up for trophies, just a special runner-up, best participation, cooperation award, special good try prize. Just a special kind of stand out. Man holding up world, the blue coat sign starting to stand out though. It was of course Mr. White, truly looked a lot, but the QBT is for you to appreciate. I think it's a little too brutish for just about anyone to appreciate. It might be good if not for you, being in it. Why is your desk legs consist of 4 naked men? It's supposed to be a desk. This is quite the thing. My body, you see? Well, that's a sleek brand should not inspire you. Top number 20-story building views quite presidential. There's nothing to say on the potted plant. I'm an attorney. Sorry, but the read doesn't seem to concern me. This may have told me Blue Corp, is she not? Correct, she was my secretariat. Shocked to hear what she had done. I dab. She made you an answer phone. Tabbing them is not in her job description. Part of her duties, but sure, we do not condone illegal methods. We get them all to sign a document first. How foolish she would do this. Me trying to turn this man to a scapegoat. Before you Miss Maple's hotel room, pay attention to mundane time place. Don't worry, I'd be happy. So, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy and record he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases, I still won't talk to you. He'd put me on the witness stand, though I doubt you'll be capable of doing that. Question, actually. Why didn't the press call him as a witness? Seeing the same thing as April May. Oh, the police, the courts. They're all toys, playthings for my amusement. I accidentally selected the painting again. I nearly did it again. What's been bothering me? Yes, what might that be? Well, over there. Where did you get it? Where did you get that painting? Oh dear, I forgot. I'd seen the painting before yesterday, in fact. And that same painting here. Today. Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. Is you not fully grasp your position here? Ask again, who are you? Lawyer? Rendio, a mere lawyer. With nothing zilch, zippo, nada. Sorry, excuse for attorney, grotty burger. What? Oh, oof. He punched me. Well, what do you charge me with assault? Wait, I welcome it. So you will be found guilty. I'll pull a Spider-Man too. And I'll pull a wrestling you and we'll go 20 stories down. But only I'll be the one walking away. What? In my exposition, the police courts say I'll do my bidding. So you say, but I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? What you only understand is what beyond compensation. Bloody burgers, I presume? Grossbergs, yes. Why is this painting? Or perhaps he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There's nothing more to discuss. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye. Huh? He knows me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat. There's a bat. Oh, you! What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. Oh, I'm not senile yet! Thinking about this whole mess. Bothering him. That much is clear. Today's trial, so you came to see the trial. I did. Bothered me last night. You see, I couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What's that? Well, you see, it's just me, a poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. Okay. Let's just skip to the chase. Call for visit. Oh, I see. Grossberg, I have to admit something's bothering me. But what is it? What's out with it, my boy? See, it's just... Let's see this. Grossberg, sir, what's the giant painting hanging there the other day? What's there not? No intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. In Mr. Red, White, and Blue's office. CEO's office at Blue Corp, Red, White's office. So you noticed. Well, I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. White connected somehow. Connected, you say? You know what it is? Your lovers. Good morning, Weedy. Are you solving the mystery? Maybe. I know it's blackmail. But I really want to answer your lovers. Screw it, you're lovers. You claim to understand being why the lovers, aren't you? What, my boy? You sent that painting to him as a sign of undying love. My boy, please, you're letting fancy run away with you. Where do you get these bizarre ideas? You understand how you could. That's because I'm not. We're not. Don't be ridiculous. Enough. That's what my pride and tell you all. Knew it. They are lovers. No, we are not lovers. We're a man who makes a living through intimidation. He that sells finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. Paying them for 15 years. The 06 incident, guess. Back in the photographs. I could not stand in defense of mine because of this. Well, it would have destroyed me if I did. And that's the connection. It's hard for me to tell you this, my boy. But you see, at the height of the Cold War, you'd get fired. They call you a communist. But white and I am not possible. Possible? Why? Everyone gives mind grip. Judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, politicians. They're bound and able to do harm to themselves and therefore to him. Like that, we see nothing more than way too many years. Right, you know. Mr. Wright? You don't know. What is the DL6 incident? DL6, nothing more. The police gave the case. It's 15 years ago, Vile. What for medium, a spirit medium. Medium, her name is Missy Faye. Faye. Jumia's mother. We met her at the vet test of the police and she failed. The police called her a fraud. They could for her, but in the end they cleared her of wrongdoing. The matter, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. Why are you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? It was a top secret at the time. It made sense for reason want people to know they were using medium. They couldn't let people know, but one person found out. I told him. Old White? Covered me riches, it's embarrassment to me now. The moth found wide. Began looking for one, sold them out. He came to me, only this time the offer was blackmail. See, I control the law of this country as he sees fit. Still challenge him. Have a quick look at his office. His office, she followed his every move for years. Of course, something in what she found. Thank you, Mr. Burger. Mr. Meister Burger. Normal hunt man took place here. I would be pleased to maybe should have another look. If I find it, then I'll kind of go at this. 8I. A, B, F. Let's see, hey, that's my Mia's mother. Did I take a look? Read it! Hello, Nero. Thank you for the hydrate. I need to refill my water. Yes. I'll be right back. I gotta refill my water. It's water time. Okay, I'm back. How y'all? Trying to find why you think Mother blamed herself in this way. I've run to my family, I have not need dead. Named two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, lawyer sold my mother information for riches. Man was one who sold that information to the press. Fair side who makes fortune upon the threats and coercion. His name is Reckon stops there. He knew Grossberg. Nothing much in here. Maybe I'll just skim? Do it. Go through it a bit. It's a nest. Suicide? You. Voice hit politician policeman. He's in pencil. White? This is me handwriting. Hit me thought she was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to use these newspaper clippings. And the most disturbing one. Moving to the guard's record. Music has changed. We're good to go. And we're gonna save this game! Because I am an attorney. Not too persistent, sorry, so I'm asking Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself. Not bothering me. Being a nasty incident may occur. You will make yourself clear. Transparent. Don't include me or left me. This won't count. White, see this. Current suicide politician. Secret government funds. My word got out, leaked to the press, say he took his own life. You how? Me his office. Next articles like this. It will single word, White. Now I know what you did to this politician. You blackmailed him. Blackmail, not just him either. Coached hundreds of others. Case that be investigated. Built out blackmail, I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. Not like I'm laundering millions every day. It's wrong. Now investigating me? No, I think not. You should be sitting room killed Miss Mia. His office, hello? Long will be leaving now. Yes, I'll send someone right away. So right. You're wrong. You're wrong, Mr. White. You're going after you. What are you insinuating? Keep counts on you. It may tapping your phone. How about you mysteriously disappeared, so the culprit would be? And if not, Mr. White, you did it. The office. This good for Mr. Wrong. Ed, please contact me about the prosecutor's office. White, not you. We got time like this. Hello, Chief Prosecutor. Fine, I want to testify tomorrow. FA case, someone's murder, you see. Important, I would like to testify. Thought you said you didn't want to go in quietude. Told you I changed my mind, didn't I? One other thing. Police over here right away. Looks dazed, but could be violent. Listening? Badgeted man, the liquidated killer man. White, this is another one of those. Prosecutor, I don't believe you really offer me your opinions to me, correct? Politician now. Tell you, Mr. Wrong, you want me a lawyer. Miss Mia, how dare you? Point the finger at you, and you'll be tried to commit me as a killer. As good as it said, no lawyer of any worth would defend you. The lawyer association, you see. Lawyers so stupendously inept that they make even you look competent. I feel faint. Gumshoe? You sure got here fast. Gumshoe reporting, sir, see? Harry, but... Right, actually, Phoenix, right. My friend's name is Larry. Don't tell him that! If he can't identify you, despite having seen you, like, 20 times by now, and they, like, call you up to the stand, you're like, are you Larry Butts? No. No, I'm not. What? But my ID says I'm Phoenix Wright, an attorney, and here it's my badge to prove it. They aren't gonna be able to do anything after that. They've dashed their credibility into the sand, spat on it, left it for 20 years. It got washed out to sea before they came to dig it up. Hello, Deli. How are you doing? Friend's name is Larry. All right, sure, pal.
Hell yeah.
Then Butch was a murderer, right? He wasn't convicted of anything.
Let me see if I can.
Get out of my sight before I sue you for defamation. Come, you. They demand to kill Miss Mia Fey. What? It's a fictional human into custody. No, you. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. It's 3:37 p.m. Detention Center Visitors Room. It's only twice a day since we're trial. My trial begins tomorrow. Going to set a trap for me. Being in on it, of course, Edgeworth included. Denied me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right! Mr. Wright! Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. Afraid we switched places. You mean you? I'm going to jail! What happened to Maya? I don't believe it. How many people does a man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, sister, now you. This has gone too far, Mr. Wright. Please tell me. Anything I can do? Well. Get me out of here, Maya. I need some thermite and a lighter. Right. Help me break you out of here. In a jailbreak. That's our only chance. Huh? Better get a hacksaw while the store's still open. Oh, and a rope ladder and getaway car. Can you drive? Wait. Wait. What? I'm kidding. It was a joke. No way. Really, I was kidding, but thanks. I know you're on my side. Thing you do for me anyway. Says you can do nothing. Gotta get that fan a piece of my mind. Peace? Then come to Toronto tomorrow. Be there. I'll show them a thing or two. I'll bring the hacksaw. If they try anything, I'll get them right there and then... Same. But yes, crime, same old story. Fact's gotten worse. Court proceedings are no longer really statistic. Days ago, it limits 3 days were put on judicial court trials. I'll finish today with a guilty verdict. Never thought I would end up in defendant chair myself for this case. He culprit appearing as the star witness. I would like to reiterate, his face is very punchable. This is it. Tomorrow it's me or him. To be continued. We'll kill him. He's gonna get the chair. 9952, District Court, Twin Lobby number 1. Well, that's it, I guess. Yeah, one way or another, this gets decided today. Ah, Phoenix, look! Why are you looking at me like that? Prosecutor Edgeworth. Received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. Now he tried to attack his testimony. If I raise an objection, I have it on good faith the judge will listen to me. What does White have judged in the docket too? Saying I'm going to be guilty, end the story? Do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? I condemn an innocent person like this. Innocent? How can we know that? And he will only lie to avoid being found out. No way to tell who's guilty and who's innocent. All I can know to do is to get every defendant declared guilty. I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed. Phoenix, you know him? Expect any special treatment tonight, Phoenix, alright? Okay. We can get this appealed. You can't see me, but I'm rubbing my hands together like this is my backup plan. Phoenix, well, court will be starting soon. Wait, what? Your defense attorney is here yet, they're not. I'm defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. December 9th, 10 a.m. I love that emote. That's adorable. Courtroom number 1. Court now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Ready, Your Honor? Defense is ready, Your Honor. Right, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor, I will be defending myself. Understood. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. Under quite clear to the court. It's testimony of witness to defendant's crime. Well, you may call this witness. That went far too smoothly. I didn't get an opening statement again! I don't recall waiving it. Give it back! I want my opening statement! When Jet asked that which wise witness didn't testify before, it's like... Oh, who knows why. Written Jackson supposes me. Might as well. Edgeworth, the owner of the court. Why did this trial go in front of me of A? I'm so sorry, Mr. White is Brazilian. Besides, at the time, I thought Miss Mays was being all that we needed. My serious apologies to the kid. To the court. Silence, Mr. Cravat. If it were any tighter, you'd die. Mr. Edgeworth, I appreciate your demeanor. Great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere. Let's red light to the stand. Please state your full name. You know, the title of my personage. Shut up, Mr. Reddit. Go outside. Read a book. Your name. Yes, that's what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name. You are great together. My red white, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. Nino. I'm the CEO of Mo Content, the president of Blue Corp. I'm the victim, Miss Mia Fey. Be negatory. No, I did not. At the Gateway Hotel the night of the murder. Correct. It's emerged from there. Yes, why, you already know. Well, you may begin your testimony. I can recognize testimony point. I'm Dumbboard. I'm ready to well, and the last man standing. Oh. I hope you have made a peace with the God. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. I don't know why that made me laugh. That's hilarious. Let him have it, Phoenix. Witness testimony, witness's account. Let's see, it's about 9 p.m. I believe. Well, I'm assuming that is a reading to you. Papers by the perusifying. I wouldn't believe this man for a second if I was in a jury box. By the window. Did them coming from outside. Surprise? Didn't look at the building across the way. I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Up on you, Mr. Lawyer, called Miss May, and what she probably got to do. She ran away, but you gave chase. Something tells me that delay means we're gonna press there. Evelyn Paxton, it was all over. Think good, praise the defendant is guilty. Very well defended, me and Miss Wright, cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Witness's account. You can't stop me from saving an excessive amount. And you know what time it was. Oh, it's absolutely perfect, you know? No, you're not getting away with that. Trusting Mr. Lawyer. Welcome to turn for secretary again. Order room service, 9 p.m. That's room service arrived. Wait, said further. True, the confidant saw Miss May. That I did not see you at the time. You're concerned, still lawyer, Miss May received the job outside the room. Of course, not see you. Need like to pull off something like that. That's what we're doing at the time. Who's firing that reading cues and papers by the window? I'm a Charlie. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. And the window, you mean the one where fake crowds and offices? No window, you see it, and they're reading papers. Correct, the Gatewater is a busy man's hotel, and I'm a busy man who has business to do. Bedlam coming from outside. Bedlam? When you attacked, I assume. We see, continue. Okay. Reading your paper still, you heard that sound. Of course, I'm no snoop peeping out of windows at night. No snoop, yeah, right, you mean career ad snooping. And attacking a woman with long hair. Lucky haired. Which just directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Said they don't look like a girl. My eyesight, Miss O'Leary. What does it do to your eyesight? With the eyes, 40. 40. And add them together. Trying to say his eyesight is good. I'd judge on anyway. What did you do then? You were surprised at the course. Doing at that time. What's up on team? Weeping openly. Tapping to pay off his phone. Irrelevant, that is nothing to do with the case at hand. No, that was end. By the bold inquiry. She tapped the phone with this May woman. A good politician, Mr. White. Oh, I am El Presidente. Continue. My way, but you gave chase. More detailed about that, I think worth knowing exactly what happened. With tact, and you ran to the left. If and struck her down. Sure? No. I'm always absolutely perfect. Change your test for this new detail. Ran to the left and you gave chase. Gotcha. Wait right there. Mr. White. Dug your own grave. Sis. Then to the left. That contradicts May's testimony. Please say the victim ran right. Oh, it's simple. You misheard her. Think not. Look at the floor plans. Killer was here. Victim, here. Ran to the left as claimed she did. Running directly from the door. Plunged into a dead end. Did you find that odd? Surprise, Pikachu face. Very strange. I did see a run to the left, I did. Phoenix. His face, I don't think he's lying about this one. True, maybe did see the victim run left. And it's a killing. Wait a second. Yes, Your Honor. May says right and Miss White said left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both are right. Telling truth, for once. I doubt it. That does not clear up the contradiction. Then explain their conflicting counts. What? Obviously, the witness would not be in crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? I mean, no you. What do you mean viewing the crime from the hotel? Not the hotel, where could he have been? In the offices of Fanco Law Officer, of course. Specifically, he was standing here. Show the court where Mr. White was standing. Here. This is where he was. Look. Ran for the door. Watching Tim, it would appear as though she ran to the left. Please, there's no time for jokes and ill taste. This is where the killer was standing. Yes. Killed her. Order, I will have order. The order this courtroom be held in contempt. Right, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion! Postulations of defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. They do seem a bit far-fetched. Rises with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? That dude the moment had me remember something. Please, and for this I apologize, Your Honor. Testify once more. Let's hear your vice testimony. Good luck, you can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. You ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. Thought the girl, she first ran to the left. Hit her savagely, that's what I saw. At last of her strength, she ran to the right. Chased her and delivered the final blow. Well, that's wrong. There is only one blow. What Miss May saw. Let me... This also. Hit her twice. I bet, Mr. Lawyer. The real question is, does seem to make sense. Would cost them with this testimony? I will, I mean, yes, Your Honor. Testimony was correct, as was mine. So the girl, she first ran to the left. Then you hit her savagely, that's what I saw. That's her strength, she ran to the right. Chased her and delivered the final blow. Next. Comes after first. Know that? All you need to know. That's the right. Stop saying it was me. But it was you. Mr. Wright, claim it's not you, then show us proof. See nothing? Continue. You hit her twice. So he's watching both times. Suppose I was. Well, testifying this sooner. What do you think, Phoenix? I think I got him this once he slipped. Laugh for now. Wipe that smile off his face. But it was correct, as was mine. Assaulted the girl. Hit her. Yes, sir. It's one of these two. I'm not sure which one. But first, I need you to know, I'm an attorney. Thus, I don't think it's contradictory. Objection overruled. Try to think blank accusation. Whoops, that didn't go so well. No. I'm not time traveling. Mr. White, you died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? And chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, the news report you are absolute perfect. I'll refrain from using this frame from now on. Well, no, I could ask you for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I'd like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. He was confused because he's lying. Request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well. Catch replies to testimony. Now to my side. Know something that's now, Mr. White. Mr. White. Okay. 2 accounts. Oh, well, see, I looked out the window and heard this thing fall. Saw me run to the left, kill her. You attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran to the door. Single blow, thwap. Thwap indeed. I'll begin cross-examination. Not on my stomach, you see. It is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. I want to press him on the... Phoenix. You know, let's talk to him. It won't be easy. You heard that thing fall. What exactly was that thing? That's right, the glass light stand. Found that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix, found something about that strike you as odd? I press further. Mr. White. What? Then you saw the glass light stand. Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. Light's testimony, okay, of course. Sam was looking on the floor when I looked. Glass was lying on the floor. That's the first time I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before? Why me? Well, I was instructed not to. Wait. One moment. Give me a moment to gather my thoughts. Edgeworth isn't instructing the witnesses. I'm so confused. Hope you all are doing good. Light's falling apart. Your Honor, please, I say not allow the witness to be badgered any further. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witnesses. Your Honor, you're within on the ropes. The witness may continue his account. Miss Mia, Mr. White, did you know the victim personally? Dribble, no, how could I? Nothing odd about the witness knowing the name of the victim and using respect for her name. Not of you hiring the witnesses. Looking flustered, Edgeworth. But she dodged. You said that she was hit before she ran. I've been confused. Why, we all know what happened now. And ran for the door. What did you do then? Gave chase, of course. Got him! No, not me, the killer. I mean, he gave chase. Mr. White, please try to remain calm. I'd only try and fluctuate some accusations. Right, thank you, Miles. A single blow, slap. Slap. Sound like a savage attack from your earlier testimony. Man, PCC. Phoenix is getting a lot less talkative. Okay, there's something here. It does, but we've already been over it. I'll find it out. I got a detective. One moment. There we are. Mr. White. It's possible she can't see the light stand. What? Broken pieces when it falls. Oof! She objected so hard it punched me right in the gut! Just by seeing the broken light pieces, you would know what idea was a light stand. Tell me exactly, when was it that you saw the stand? Answer the question! Is it obvious I saw the stand before it fell over? So you saw the stand before the big attack then? Correct, that would be no problemo, right? Big problemo. It wasn't to being a big problemo, I mean a big problem here. What problem is this? Make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass light through the windows from the hotel when the incident occurred. Correct, that is so. It was definitive, deniable, unimpeachable. Oh, it's possible you could have seen it from the stand. Or you couldn't have seen the stand. Could you have proof? Sure do, Your Honor. But the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over. I'm assuming this is where I give the floor plans. Look at this! And seen the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now look. Look at this off through the window. There you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the sand is not within the visible area. Mr. White? What do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity. Mr. White, you indicate what hotel as you claim. You could not see the stand before it fell over. been able to see it after it fell, either. Could have seen recognized the broke shards at the glass light stand. See the stand, Mr. White? In the moment that it fell. Place you could have seen it fell from it's inside the Fay offices. Seeing the crime when the murder took place. Ah! His soul has left his body. He did one too many drugs. Now he's going to hell before he dies. Mr. White. Mr. White. You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor. Hi, Miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our verdict. Silence, Edge. I'll take your cravat and shove it down your throat. Well, no, fixing right. What? Hang on about Edgewood. Mr. White, I think the time has come. Should you confess your crime now, What? Said you should confess your crime, ergo, as you placed the wiretap. Wiretap? Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to court what you mean by this. Edgeworth is proliferating the evidence. This... He should have his law license revoked. It was members of the court. Why slightly confused, so allow me to explain. Don't like the way this is headed. Mr. White, CEO of Blue Corp. Secretary Miss Ava made to tap the law of Smith Bay. Have to do. No, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office by who? No, you wouldn't. Well, in order to place the wiretap, you Mr. Bay's office. Am I correct? Correct. You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. I commit all my crime personally. Reach painful losses. That's most oddly because the light stand. I'm confused. Please explain to court what this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. It made the position quite clear. He determined Mr. White knew the glass sign was in the office. The time Miss White could have seen the sand. At the very moment of murder, thus he believed Mr. White was the murderer. See, however, Mr. White had been in the office well before the murder took place. He played with the wiretap. Could have seen the glass stand then. Phoenix Wright theories reveals the conjecture it is. White, just what about this wiretapping? Shut up, Mr. Rings. Try to ring yourself up out of this one. Leave it to me. I feel faint. Wiretapping. Meeting of September, the weekend before the murder. We call officers. Of course, I done so place wiretap. This will solve the glass light stand. So you saw the night stand before the night incident. To identify, but what had fallen over by the sound. Correct. That is right. You missed, right? You may continue to cross-examine. Supposed to do now. All that glitter's not gold. That's not real gold. It's just shiny yellow. Shiny yellow paint on an iron ring. Otherwise, he'd have a gold tooth. Why not by doing that? Yeah. The witness will refrain from blinding opposing counsel. In fact, the witness will have his rings removed, put in this bag, and he can get them once the trial is over. Good luck, Phoenix. Wiretapping. Being of the week. One minute, identifying coal offices, then place wiretap, then saw this glass stand. Get them on. The rattle softs. Enough that I can bust something out of him. Do you have proof? The main news of detailed mythful composite, wiretap was placed before the murder. Right. And coal offices. So you're trespassing. You're the one done. Was it Miss May? Identified fingerprints 7 days of found fake law offices. Oh, Mr. Wright's. Mr. White's. He's going to check on those prints. Tell us why you went to Fanco offices. Done so to press the light tab. Tap me his phone. No bang on current case. You see as always, we respond to client confidentiality. I think that gets waived when you're doing a crime. Have a nice stream week and good alert. Sounds good. You too. Enjoy your time. I read that as Bowser's furry.
I did it.
I mean,
and I didn't
most Mario characters are at this point.
Look, Spice Lord, you have to give your puppy a treat now.
But yeah.
People didn't think I could.
Have y'all seen Elephant Mario?
Now what? Okay, where do I go now?
Y'all have seen Elephant Mario. Oh, that was when I beat Playing North Team Dark Souls. Nice. Good job. I still have yet to play the first Dark Souls. I played some of the second. But yeah. Does that man just have a giant diamond on his suit? Yes. Yes, he does. You should play this game, Fangy. You'd enjoy it. It's... That's when I saw the glass light stand. Why do you notice something is not just at a light stand? Because there's only like 3 things in this office. Now you have the glass. Quite stylish, so it has made a lasting impression on me. Interesting, there's a tension, does it not? Phoenix right once younger. Played one with Godot. All I know is that he throws coffee at people. I think they have like 1 through 3 in a bundle on Steam. Or Switch. Both. They have it on both. So, if you have... If the Steam sale hasn't drained enough of your wallet, it can drain more! That is all. Damn it. I'm there for me to press on. September... Apartment. Of course I had done so to place the wiretap. Wait. He had the wiretap back in his hotel room. Which means he had to take it out. You defeat. You fought honorably. No more. Take this anymore, Mr. Wright. Are you giving up? Yes. Phoenix. Phoenix, over here. Look, I was just going through it to get back. Never give up, Phoenix. Mia? It is at this point... Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Oh, you're finally awake. Hey, you're finally awake. You're caught in purely ambush. At the border, weren't you? With that thief over there. Ah, Skyrim. Yeah. And then he faints again! Hey, Phoenix! Jack? No way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. What is this? Why did you steal your older sister's, like, mole? Your... Maya? You know the Fey women have strong psychic powers. Being forward appears that enough to wake a shock to recognize the true powers. Yelling at Mia? Maya, but I'm also Mia. And I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. I never gave up and you can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But... much time, Phoenix. Now listen. Already wrong. You've already won. You have in your court record, right? That's what I was looking at. What am I on? Phoenix. I wrote that, not me. What do I do with it? Front of the receipt. The front? Regular receipt. Famous department store with $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Purchased September 4th. Hi, Phoenix. And before the day of it, I was killed. 1 minute Zane's testimony. A week before the murder. And a week before the murder. There you go. We're about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. Ignore the facts. Ignore the facts that I'm pretty sure my sister inherited some of my boob size when she channeled me. You have to prove it. Right. See it updated in court record. 16, District Court, courtroom number 1. Are you convened for the trial, Miss Phoenix Wright? And rather, are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yes, sir, Your Honor. I'm fine now. You can't tell me I'm wrong. It's true. Why did they do that? That's such a random thing to add. Why? You say you were. True. That's where we left off. Honor. Let me go back to the cross them trying to finish all that while now back on Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please give me one more chance. Do this last time I asked. That's just more or less finished and judge what your opinion on this matter. Like to draw them, fair enough. Mr. Wright, his last chance. Because, Mia's the best waifu in this game. Because she is a strong lawyer lady. With superpowers. And cross-examination. You have proof. Because I do. I like how it just flips the receipt over. Look closely at this. You know where my written blood? Ah, you're grasping. Think not. Look at the outside of the receipt. The other side? Did no one read the other side of the receipt? Did they just look and flip it over and be like, oh yes, this is a receipt? And be like, nothing of value other than that? What's written on the side of the receipt? Well, last light stand, date purchase. Why, that's the day before the murder. See, Mr. White. Julie entered the paid gold lobster beginning of September. Stan could not have been there. Ah! Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible achievable. Oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, might be a bit of pressure on you. I think you agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. The trial of... Not so fast, Phoenix, right? Yeah, what? No way can worm his way out this one. Wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. The logic defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, press one more day, Phoenix Wright is granted freedom. Make one more inquiry into this matter. Inquiry? When those updated autopsy reports! This guy just makes up evidence as pleases. This bad. step 1 safe. The wise guilt is obvious. There's no need to prolong this trial any further. Mr. Edgeworth? I'm going to call Miss White trial. It would be me, the prosecution. Obtain whether these new claims have any banks of factual evidence. The objection denied. Trial of Mr. Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. That will happen if I can't end this now. What should they come up with? Or just make up something. Mia showed up to help me. Oh no. Go home. Of course, thank you for your time. Ah, witness will stay. Mia. Phoenix, read this note out loud. What's this? I'm received from Mia. Your Honor, if I may? Quite present today, Miss Wright. You bet I am. Writing on this one. Read to the court. My attorney's badge. Mia gave them its names. It sounds strange familiar. People in finance, celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! This is all. Please stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, I admit your guilt right here, right now. This list will be released to the press. I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss May with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. And again, that was quite spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. Guess you could say that. I don't know how spirited it was. Well, this confines the defense. Defendant, Miss Phoenix Wright. Not guilty. And the confetti gets me every time. Oh, this court is now adjourned. September 9, 2:24 p.m. District Court, defense lobby number 1. Wouldn't have thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations, you like good bona fide. Both you and Maya on my side. Glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. Love me and Maya. As long as I live. As I live? Time here's running out. Notes are still weak. Stay it that long. No, there's so much to say. Don't worry. Sure we'll meet again. Chief. Not the chief anymore. Phoenix? Office guide, say 9 o'clock. See you later. Chief, Mia. The ghost witnesses strike again. 9:02 p.m. Bancone Law Offices. Here's hard not to think about that night. Game, Mia. Worked you might not. Of course, game. Well then. Hungry, how about a burger? Mia? Wahaha, you should see your face. Mia. Think about me, Maya. Maya? Did it look like my sister? You were her. You have to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Why are you here? For this, see? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of... Means the office. This office. You white coat offices, right? Better than me. My favorite, reporting for duty. Let's make it casual. Yo, Nick. Maya here, ready to get down to business. Calling me Nick, right? It's a great name. Mia said what your friend Larry calls you. Nick? This means we're partners. We're also bankrupt. Maya's fine, I'm here now, but for her, I'd probably be in jail. So this got a good ring to it. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Always watching. Why does he look so shocked? Is he seeing the actual ghosts? Right, okay, Nick, let's do it, huh? Do what? Burgers, sell me burgers. Great burger joint down the street. Come on, time's wasting. Okay, wait up. They're open at 9 o'clock at the night? What are they, a front? Brand new episode added. Burger. Yes. I approve. Okay, we'll start the next one. Maybe McDonald's. 24-hour McDonald's. Like you described it last time, Steel Samurai, the pale moon sky cries for your blood. Yeah, they got that 24-hour Mickey D's around. Knows you who she gaze upon the moon. Be the last moon you ever see. To you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa! Raw! Friendly reminder, this is a kid show. Gleaming swords, green striking moonlight. Fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Find out next week! On next week's exciting episode, the dog messenger returns! October 14, 5:31 p.m. Raincoat offices. That rocked! Hell, evil magistrate. Whoa, stop waving that broom around! That light stand was $1,000, you know? Oh, Nick, didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. Real show you're watching. If you don't know the Steel Samurai? Only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young like how young? 10 years old? How old are you? You're getting all excited. Don't judge her, Phoenix. Have you ever seen The Simpsons as of late? They aren't doing a very good job of entertaining people. Only celebrity they can get on there now is Stephen Hawking. Nothing against him. People like their children's show, yeah. Who knows? Maybe she was babysitting someone. And they're like, I want to watch it. And she saw it and was like, hey, that's pretty good. It probably has better jokes than Family Guy Cutting to. Guy in a banana costume for like 5 minutes. Hey, I'm only 17. 17, Nick. 19, not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk like Grant for something. I'm only 24. You're ancient, Nick. You got like 3 months left to live. Before you die of natural causes. Let me, he's real cool and it's really popular. It's cool with Kids in One Piece. Steel Samurai's #1. I'm really worried about kids these days. Same. I heard one say that animal crackers were nasty. And I can take a lot, but that slander I cannot stand. They're like, hey, the parent was like, hey, you want animal crackers? And they're like, ew, no! And I'm like, I don't even know how to react to that. Gramps, we'll see Samurai's over. I guess time to chase up the office. Yes, wish we had some clients. Don't get too attached to your show. We might have to cut cable in order to afford the rent. That's my trial. Me and Sprint's been talked down for some time. I pay attention to the Wright and Co. offices. Pay rent this month. Be okay. I'm sure some big clients just around the corner. We'll only get paid if we win, Maya. Phoenix Wright bedroom. Beep. Hello? This is Phoenix. Nick! Maya, what? It's still early. Steel Samurai got arrested! The guy in the show. Dang it, Steel Samurai killed the villain! Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. I mean, he actually did it. In real life. He shot a man! In cold blood! He wanted his wallet! He scared a villain with samurai spear, sorry. It was a spear gun, though. Said he thought it was a whale. You know what you're talking about. Just come to the office quick, please, Nick. 16 to 9:22 a.m. Renville offices. He's here. Watching television. Morning news. The actor Will Bowers was arrested yesterday. Bowers played the lead role in the popular kids show Steel Samurai Warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. Arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer. Plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. It was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. How do we know this wasn't just a terrible accident on set? Even if they're just using wooden equipment or something. Who knows, maybe Hidden Funny and just had an aneurysm. He was also found stuck through the body. Okay, that rules that out. Leave this and move the weapon and are investigating further. Second of all, aren't they wearing armor? Why are they using a real spear? Have you ever seen Power Rangers? One moment. One moment. One moment. I don't know what that file type even is. Ah! File bit for best in chill. Thank you, Grizz. Good morning. Give me one moment. I'm pulling up Power Ranger plots. I need to prove a point. Yeah, that's a JPEG. I recognize that file. JPEG can't.
Going as the crow flies. Oh, this was a mistake.
Okay, one moment. I'm just gonna show you. Just gonna show you the whole window. Okay, you see this? See these things? Do any of these look like you could kill someone with them? Any of them? Let me... Here's this. This... It's just a piece of plastic with CGI. Had the Green Ranger come to your karate class as a kid? You had a cool karate class. I don't even know if there's karate available in my area when I was a kid. I don't think there's karate in my area now. For what it's worth. But I'm glad to know that Grizz put some points into the martial classes. For if he ever runs out of spell slots. He has exactly. I mean, if you hit it hard enough, it'll also break. They might make. Okay, the ones that are like the proper props for the show. I could understand maybe if you wailed on someone for long enough with it. You might be able to do some damage. Because they probably make those a bit sturdier. Because they don't want to brace them in the case of like a mishap. Power Ranger reason like the weapons energy come sharper or something. Okay, this is not a criticism of the Power Rangers lore. The like news report was like, okay, it stabbed the guy through like fake samurai or armor with like a spear for like a kid's show or a news report. Yeah, it just happened right before you got here. There's no shame. The point is the prop itself. Why are you using more than like... Why do you have an actual spear? Why don't you just have like... Why do you... Furthermore, if you're shelling out the money for a real spear, and getting first home intruder I can get. Don't tell them that. Just say you're gonna go fishing. Because then, it's plausible deniability. You could just say, I don't know how to spearfish, I was just doing it for fun. And that'll explain why you don't have any fish. This has to be a joke. Oh no. It's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. Bling, 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 bling. Beep. Yes, Renko lost. This is... What? Nick! This is Steel Samurai. What? Yes, of course. We'll be right there. Why pull out your home musket for self-defense when you can just use a spear? Cheaper. And you can reuse it. Furthermore, why do you need a spear, Grizz? Can't you just cast magic missile? Let's go, Nick. Go where? Samurai in detention. So what? He's paying, Nick. He's paying us. He just called. He's paying. You just said we aren't going to be able to make rent. We're homeless, Nick. Leave the door open. A bunch of Amazon packages and trash out front. Situate yourself in a shield wall formation. Yes. Build armor out of the Amazon packaging and a couple of pillows. Well, what should we do? We're going to just sit there. We have to get down, detention, then meet Steel Samurai. Okay, so just do some sightseeing. My honey's on sightseeing. Any ideas? Okay, so just a minute. You don't have a clue what happened. No, we don't have enough information. We haven't done anything, Nick. I'm an attorney. What about this? Hang that up, don't you, Nick? Just because you're right doesn't mean you have to say it, Maya. But I want to see this. I want to see this, Grizz. Number 16, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Yeah. Her face. If I didn't start choking, I'd be laughing. Okay. What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. This is him. He needs a comb. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this. But he definitely did it. Murder. At least once. Maybe twice. Whoa. What are you saying? You work at the defense attorney's office. You can't just have the prosecution hearing you say that. Yes? Something wrong? No. I'm getting off to a great start. I know, you're disappointed, aren't you? Good celebrity name, Will Powers. That's true. He looks like he could star in a biker movie or something. Fast and the Furious 26. Will Powers. Fast and the Furious. In space. Disappointed? Oh, no. Oh, no, it's okay. This is real me. I get it. My mother told me I have a face for radio. Got dressed with a mask. I decided to never show my face to public until the job was over. As kids, you know, I didn't want to wreck their dreams. I appreciate this man. Oh, guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. Think it's Steel Samurai now. Ugh! Nick. What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. He's like a big teddy bear. Yeah, he didn't do it. I'm an attorney. Here. I see. Yes, guys, tossed him in improv class. Read the Phoenix Wright first trilogy before? I have not. All I know is what I remember from Alma and Duo's playthrough. Which was several years ago. Okay, first, what happened? By telling us what happened, yes, of course. Like it was yesterday, actually was only yesterday. Fun is ragged. you get to re-experience it. Yes, I haven't saved gummed at all. Ah! Welcome in! Appreciate you, Raid. Welcome in. Out. How is the retroing? Is that you, Firehawk, or is Whomst even played the whole series like 4 times, 1 time on a Razr flip phone? I didn't know they had it on the flip phone. Me this time? That sounds nice. I have an Uno demo on, like, one of those phones with a slide-out keyboard.
No.
How is the retroing? What hast thou done? Why am I talking like this? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. And then the stream gets taken down for copyright infringement. But yes, thank you for the raid again. Welcome to... I'm playing Ace Attorney for the first time, and I don't know what to do. Too good, just like the real song. Contra, Jurancilius, Mega Man NES, actually Super NES. And then Arc Razor will take another 3 to 4 hours. Rihanna is gonna get you. I don't think Rihanna is the one who did that song. At least not originally. However, I don't know enough about Rihanna to actually dispute that claim. I have heard of Contra and Mega Man. I haven't quite heard about the rest. I must review the VOD. Tell me what Act Racer is. Take another 3 to 4 hours. Is it in multiple acts? Like yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. Through act sequences at 10 o'clock that morning. Everyone remember, 10 o'clock. Civilization 2 where he plays Godin's right-hand angel. I can't tell if I've actually heard of it. No, I'm thinking of a different thing. Sounds nice. I'll take it that the 3 to 4 hours. I'll take it it's just a long game. At least long by SNES standards. I haven't played enough SNES games to know what constitutes as long or short. My old favorites. That's good. I'll have to try and catch the next one. Because I'm no longer... people are back from vacation at work. And I'm no longer just... I'm no longer one of, like, 2 people who can fill in. One of 3 people who can fill in. Be good if you don't work yourself into the ground. Yeah, I'm trying not to. Honestly, I've been doing it partially to dodge the Steam sale. Because I know the longer I'm at home, the more tempted I'll be to spend money in the Steam sale. I've already spent, like, almost $100 in the Steam sale. I all need between what I bought for myself and gifts for other people. know that feeling, thankfully, I don't really have to have, so I can hold out. Neither do I. And yet, there's still, like... Okay. One moment. One moment. And yet I've still done this to myself.
You okay?
Give me one moment. I need to... One moment. It'll take... And yet I've still... Not that. This. I still decided to do this to myself by putting all this in my cart. Why? Why do I do this? Regardless, if there's anything you want... Oh, there are ads. My mount sale won't be for like 3 years. I know that feeling. There's the Atomic Heart's third buy, I think can get down to like 50% where I buy. That's fair. I'm trying not to just buy a bunch of stuff that's cheap. Which is why, like, I have Shovel Knight on my 3DS. Which is why I'm still hesitant. However, I still want to buy it here. Mostly because I'd like to stream it, and then from there, go on to one that Nitrum has done. Like I want to get, but it's not going to be on sale. Not for a long time. Yeah. I mean, let me... Y'all want to look at Steam for a couple minutes? We're going on a brief detour. Steam browsing. I mean, I can just cut to that if y'all want. Glamour Phoenix Wright game. I'm... Okay, if this goes on for longer than, like, 5 minutes, someone tell me to change the category. But one thing I want to get, this, it isn't on sale yet. Granted, this is still a pretty good deal because you're saving a whole game if you buy it as a bundle. You'll want to see, like, 468. I have a bunch of random stuff on here. Like this? Where is it? Where? I may have passed it. This is something I want to get. This is like... Mystery Dungeon the first. Not Street Fighter 6 so we can beat Ox Punching Bag. My computer would probably explode. Otherwise I would. Like, this is like half off. So tempting. I don't even know what half of this stuff is. What is this? How did you get on my wish list? I think I passed it. The absolutely... This thing looks fun. Not for broadcast, yes. Guardian class, Black Skylands. An airport for aliens currently run by dogs. There's this. It was made by the person who made Death Road to Canada. Currently mixed. From what I could tell from the reviews, it's alright on its own. Find my name in the credits. Where is it? Oh yes, there's also this. I don't know where I found this. This thing looks interesting. I need to finish the regular Castlevania collection. This looks fun. I think I passed it. I want to say it was like $11. Where's... Why isn't it going in? Our trading game looks like Cruelty Squad. It does. I don't know what's the most expensive thing? I think the most expensive thing I have on my wish list is Elden Ring. Followed closely by Octopath Traveler 2. I still want to play the first one of this game. That is probably my most favorite. That one is in the cart. Is in the cart. Where's the cart? Here's the cart. Is in the cart. But yes. I don't know, there's this game. It's made by this developer who made Beanie and Super Kiwi 64. Makes like games which will take you like leave it with this, defend your wallet. That's what I've been doing. And I've also been bolstering it with overtime. But like if you enjoy like they're very good games. They're just also very short. But overall they're very much worth it. But yes, what were we doing? Back? That isn't what... That's the snipping tool. Just before 5 minutes. Yeah, we got a skirt. Skirt. I mean, if y'all are interested in a... I don't think I'll have time to do, like, a Steam browsing stream before the sale is over. But speaking of big streams, the 2-year anniversary stream is coming up. I think I'm gonna aim for, like, starting at 2 p.m. the 15th. Because I only work until like 1 that day, and the other people who live here should be out. I'll be there. Hello again. Nice. If I'm hesitant to make collabs, because I can't guarantee I'll be starting at 2 or whatever. But if you are interested, please let me know. Also,
present proof that the witness had no need
since
to
this
search
is
for
a visual
public
novel,
phone
I've been drinking a lot of water. I need to use the bathroom. Again.
Let's check this
Oh,
photo.
would you look at this?
There's a phone booth right freaking there!
How very topical! It's more
Well,
Phoenix Wright!
That should
I heard you
not
like
you
Phoenix
bitch
Wright and you Phoenix Wright!
Present! Present!
As long as nothing comes up.
It's
Sounds
quite
good.
simple, actually. Please look at this.
Yes. But yes, I'm back. Be will I. Apologies again. Okay. I'm back. Sorry about that. Yes, all the hugs. I think a crash. I think I accidentally hit the close button. It heard us talking about other games. We heard its feelings. When's the last time I saved? This is... I think it was this one. Uh-oh. Because of the 10D. Oh! We saved right there! Game is very sensitive. If you talk about other games in front of it, it will cry. Also, hugs for you too, again. You lovely game. You lovely bean. I get to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. 5 o'clock came to the cabinet studio. The match rate was lying in a crumpled heap near the set. Just like Will Powers. Yes. Just a boy. Sensitive boy. He doesn't do this job for the glamour. He does it for the kids. Top his mask and discovered that was Jack Hammer. Dead. They've been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. Right, spear? Yes, that's the spear that the steel samurai used as a weapon. Explain me what the steel samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the youth and the world. Hey, who's new to this? Oh, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in Pop the Kids show. New old Tokyo fighting evil bad guys and evil magistrate and minions. Not really defeats the evil magistrate, although he did defeat him this time. Ah! I see. New old Tokyo, who comes up with these names? Now, where were you on the day of the murder? So then it came to 9 o'clock. We some action scenes till noon. And at 5 o'clock, I was a little tired. I took a nap in the dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. The student found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. There's some action hero. Look! He needs his naps. He's just a boy. He's just a little boy. He needs his naps. Instinct. Probably check the scene in the mirror. Right, close studios, I'll draw you a map. Nick, let's go. We can get $10. She asked for autographs. Our month's history, we've seen frozen all 12 powers. Nice. I'm glad you be cozy. There's a camera. Oh, for the camera. And they're watching. I was watching. October 16th. Go Studios main gig. Wow, so this is the Steel Samurai show. Awesome, aren't you excited? Hey! Yoda! Why did you gotta go through me? Sir. Oh, sorry. We're lawyers. Oh yeah, well that's great. Security. Yes, 10 out of 10. You. And it's my job to make sure the doctors like you. Stay out. Doctors. Sightseers. Tourists. Be warned, she talks a lot. Thank you for the hydrate. I've made my choice because it's gonna be funny, even if it's a poor choice. Ooh, that's a Volcarona. Ah, yes, the ultimate. Oh, look, a squirrel moment. Okay, if it gets too much, I'll stop. No, the time you came about the incident came to snoop around! Gonna spam you with hydrates then? Sounds good. Now what class of it should sound like a life used to be looking all another different to you with pants, straight heavy clothes, one of these come days, and that don't sound as a golden. I missed whatever she said there. But you know what? I don't think it was important. Nick, will that girl be like her? Please say no. I don't know, it's possible. Hey! It isn't only being spoken to used today! Don't look at me like that. Don't give me that look. I'm a lawyer. What's that? Giving that to me? Absolutely not. Thank you for the hydrate. Studios. What do you do here at the studios? The studios where my children's dreams come true. Back to my younger days. No. You were a star? A little twinkle between the stars, dear, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow. But we gone downhill, you know? 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Up like a star, then too he was. Hammer? Victim, dummy! Match strategy from playing villains now, not exactly the best material to work with. Tell me about Mr. Willpowers. He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. Want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Wait for loose at lunch. Why, it was such Steel Samurai, big chance. That kid will do what he did before Hammer. We don't know that. Willpower's guilty. Of course he's guilty. I don't know, I know everything, that's my job! And the person is Jack Hammer. That person, oh, if you only knew! You live in many hearts as the ultimate action hero! I was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series! Should I have heard of that? There's an accident during filming 5 years ago today! An unlucky break after that! Playing the villain in a children's program! I heard they weren't paying him peanuts! To make you cry! I'm gonna look over here and one times. The amount of viewers is either gonna skyrocket or plummet. I can't tell. In first suspicion, why are you still talking Miss Powers to kill her? They were up here yesterday, I was! Here from 1 noon to 5 when they found the body! Where's the place to the left here? Goes by the studio, back by me. Between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. That was Will Powers? On the bright side, I got the Volcarona. Yes, I saw him! Powers, he was sleeping in the dressing room. Oh, sure, you wouldn't say that! You're no fool! When I walk by, he's a killer. You can bet your old biscuits on it. Right, Abby, you'll be heading home. See here, move along. Actually, Mr. Powers' request. I was suspicious looking. Letter of request. May I just lay you in? Oh, you think she owns the place? Seriously? Hello, I was studio. I think I did they? Not at all. Right, not at all. Worse, you're a suspect. No. Oh, you aren't hiding me from, are you? What? No. Never do that. Said you were sleeping in the dressing room after lunch. Just like a baby. She saw you that day. And towards the scene of crime. What? That's not possible. Really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Shut up, you have to tell me the truth. Business, I need every revenge I can get. No, I'm sorry. I swear to you on my mom's grave, I was sleeping. Gilly's only touches on me. Did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. Gilly, main gate at the studio. Good lady? She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. She sounds like Toad from Mario. Yes, actually said the same thing to me before. Mass, where words I believe she texted all the big wigs at studio, but let's stumble once and she'll never let up on you. Yeah, she got some nerve. Borderline Rex. That's my reputation, of course. That's that court record. Hope this get me past the security lady. Anything more? Nope. Don't look at me like that. Now we have a look at this request for Miss Powers. Yes, I'm not the bold China scroll. Discuss getting security later. Got such a face to use such an unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Anyway, you can pass now. Up here, door the studio. Don't go into that area. Don't allowed inside, pal. With my instructions. Good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick. There are maps in the security guard station. I robbed the place while old bag was distracted. Ain't not bad. 50 cents a piece, thank you. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents! Well, that thing is dead. It's been decapitated. 2D1 entrant. Hey, she! Aren't you that murder from the other day, she? Ah! That's the confused detective. Hey, pal, you know the prosecutor all said it's your fault, she? Flipping tea and staring gloomily out the window, she? So? Hey, if he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. You can't talk to him like that, Maya. His salary's already been cut 3 times this week. Detective? Think you hurt his feelings. Please apologize. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I think feelings are easily hurt. Oh no. Pal, it's my fault, she. I blame first I played all a while, but I know the truth in my heart, she. Hey, there's always there's always the next case. But you're right, she. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here, she? Yeah, gum shows, baby. No, you. Liz, what does that even mean? I don't understand. Anyways. There it is.
Nobody using local chat.
What exactly are you two doing here, she?
What the fuck?
I was wondering that same thing.
Well. Okay, Sue, pal. Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that, she.
Can I buy 2 bottles of
I'll get you some alcohol.
Oh yeah.
Good clip.
Cool.
Good clip. My endearing character trait, she. He's a character, alright. Investigation going detective? Well, it's hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with questions. Hey, detective, mind take a look at what you got. God, the autopsy report. Latest version, if you please. Oh, right, she. What happened last time, pal? Autopsy report added to the court record. Miss Brow's wreck. Simple, pal. The murder took place right after the entry of the one. Now the victim entered the studio at approximately 1 p.m. There was no one other than the victim in the studio, according to the autopsy report. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went up to the studio between 1 and 2:30. Person was only Will Powers. No one else, pal. Single line track the security lady at the main gate, she. Nick, if that's true. I was dealing with that kind of evidence, thanks for cheering me up. Yeah, the security lady. Why does she sound like Toad? Security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady, what a charmer, she. Talking about the same person. Showed up with my badge, she gave me a donut and a coffee, she. She's looking for authority. It's valuable evidence. What? What evidence? What kind of evidence? Not a photo. The samurai heading towards the crime scene. She? What? Who took that? Camera right up the gate. Pal, she? Yeah, you mean the welcome sign. Yeah, whenever someone walks through, point is, there's a camera of everyone. Oh no. Nick, we're finished. He has evidence. That's proof he doesn't look happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Happy when you say that. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I'll play some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find a clue I haven't already found, see? Everyone here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. Got a free pad glass. Now it's our chance to... check it all out. This is the latest copy, right? Check if any of these about this. Look, I don't got enough time to go. Got, pal. Step 1. Examine. New mascot. Guess it's a monkey. It's unkind. Monkey. Monkey has a nose like that. Sign in the sand. Right, Studio 1, left to Studio 2. What was that thing? Kinda busted. It went pretty strong yesterday. It took the head off. 3 down with the 2. Detective Gumshoes, what's down the path to the left? 3 fell over path. Oh yeah, that way's kind of dangerous. You should stay up, pal. Not there. Anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now, though. There's a bench. Push, maybe I'll take short rest here. Hey, good idea, pal. People want you on the case? Well, yeah, but... Hey, check, get that standing around too, pal. Here's this camera here. Scare camera, take close peek onto the studio. All I have to do is look at dating to see who went where. Waiting for camera. Camera ID number. What's that number again? SCI 307. Studio 1. This is where they found Jack Hammer's body. Go and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Hard key to get in. Makes sense then. Keep non-employees out. Nothing there. Nothing here. Hey, look, that's good. The guard safe stuff in face with donuts. Get the cops like their donuts. Enough that you don't need teeth to chew them.
Hey, you! I said 5 pounds of guilty yet?
Ugh. You had to make the life hard to give him that protected gumshoe. When tell us about the security photo, ma'am.
Oh, Dad! Better be more sense to the detective himself! You know? Oh, just to the left from the gate is the camera that took the photo. Take the photos every day, you see? God is the central position. No matter where you go, you pass by station first. Before 1 p.m. Right around 2:30. It's only from the guy.
Maybe it was you.
Oh, good one, Sonny.
She thinks I was joking. We aren't. We're gonna frame her. Victim, Mr. Hammer, a popular actor.
To be attacked in the studio.
Was past tense. Oh yes, he was great as a bearded samurai.
Back to you, yes. Back in the day. Lady romance trade. It's a disgrace, I tell ya. I took it pretty hard, and who can blame him?
Security camera.
Oh yes, the camera. Some man can tell when someone walks in the HC, that's a photo. Of course, the time I take the picture too. Bother myself with those details, I got to be all about to get over to the guard station. 20 days before going home, I do.
Security set.
Hey, no touching.
No clues there. And map of studios right from here to the employees area. Up for the actual film studios. Into the studio. Yeet. Indeed. Congrats on the Nidoran. Pressing up against the onlookers. Like a studio fan, they probably carry around film equipment. There are no clues in the trees. Security guard station. That security lady must like junk food. I can see a mountain of it. That's security cameras. Okay, so I can just go to the employee area. I thought she'd stop me. Employee area. Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Oh, look, there's Bow's dressing room. Here at the murder. Let's take a look around. What's in the window? Dressing room with the glass frosted so I can't see inside. And chips gum. Ah, it's so normal. Cool seeing something popcorn at least. Hey look, samurai soda. Nick, try this. Ladies first. Wood. Made a storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Well, Nick, you know a lot about the industry. What else will they keep in a film studio? A banana. These lunches scattered around. Everyone's probably too shocked to clean up. T-bone on the plate, minus the steak. Well, steak, that would have hit the spot. Just had a burger. Yes, but I insist on eating more. Just for steaks. What? Okay, whatever that is. The laundry drying. But willpower. Have your own room like this. No clues is here. The light is not a clue. Room is not locked. Hey Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe find a souvenir. What can we find? No, there might be something like samurai spear. You don't need a spear. Better weapon for crying out loud. We're in. Number 16. Open Studios dressing room. Powers dressing room. So this where he was sleeping. Where he claims he was sleeping. Take a nap, did they? And there's a picture near the crime scene. Sake, telling the truth for his sake. A snack table must get to employees. Tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. Just had a burger. Serve stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? All of them. She is secretly made of stomachs. She's from among costumes here. Must see his own clothes. Who went costumes? So you're wearing one myself. Some mirrors like this dressing rooms. Here it's nice spiky, just how I like it. The right cosmetics here. Oh, this is what you can use in his samurai woogie woogie. Nick, try this on. No. I can name a show just by looking at a wig. Kinda like samurai movies. Kinda. Bag. This is my Powers bag. Don't open that. Look like card key. That must be Powers. Studio 1. You Nick? Borrow, you mean borrow. Card. Alrighty. Less than 5 Powers bag. Stop that! Partner the thief in training. Edgeworth does it, so it must be fine. It's locked. Doesn't open his window much. Kinda is dusty outside. No clues there? I was sleeping here. Maybe Pat did take a nap here yesterday. Anything else? Thing in one of the drawers? Anything on the roof? That's the wrong place. We gotta get out of here before the security lady gets us. That's the wrong place again. Hello again. Turn to Studio 1. This found Jack Cameron's body. Check it out. I want the card will work. Alright, we're in. After for someone visiting crime scene. Anyway, see you, shoe of gum. Scene Studio 1. What is it? Why all of a sudden? He shivers, Nick. Hey, it's so real. He did die here and still somebody killed him. Damn, the spirit sounds pretty real to me. Line rejected, laying the tape. Outside the evil master costume. That looks like a helmet. Like Spears have leave at least a few bloodstains. Captain costume must absorb most of it. Hey look, not sure Drex isn't once in one of these. Take a look at that. White boards, they must have start filming. Microphone, real high microphone. Ready, Nick? Action! It was more trouble than I thought. Look, a ladder. A step ladder. So what's the difference? Don't anything with narrow-minded culture assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. Goes out there. I mean, I'd say that's a normal ladder. But, I don't know. Well, it's Kevin, what's got done? Yeah, so don't touch it. We can't... Maya! Hey, you! No touching that. Sorry, but kinda, you know. No, I don't know. Oh, who are you? It's me, I'm insistent here. Oh, props and stuff, moving around, ordering new ones, etc. Always representing Mr. Will Powers. You're whips, people. WP? Oh, Will Powers, WP, I get it. Here, guys, one bit. Good camp for WP, okay, never heard fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. Gonna finish looking at things. Oh, let's cast ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. And I thought that just triggers that dialogue again. Back on our stage, that's when you see a samurai show. Of course, that's the mountain near Fujiyama. Gotta take place in Old Tokyo. Can you see Mount Fuji from there? Tokyo near Old Tokyo. Oh, right. What's this? It's reflecting light. They call it reflecting screen or something. Up during filming. I assume things in entertainment. Well, lighting is fine, but I want to be the director of Maid Steel Samurai. You're being serious. That's not a thing. Where were you? Anything about the day of the murder. That's duty of the whole day. Assistant staff, you see. Only one assistant. Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. Not like they'd hire more if they could, either. But only rehearse for our action sequences. I see. Through the action sequence employee area. He and him were there along with everyone else. Yeah, that's Employees Powers dressing room, right? Guess that's the place. Lunch there, and went to Studio 1. WP going to the dressing room. See either of them after that. There's Powers sleeping in his room. No, I wouldn't know if he was there unless it's a rich best for him. Can't describe it. What girl do you think I am? Kinda, no, I'm sure you're fine, girl, sorry. Didn't come for Powers' alibi. Gee, Nick, we haven't found anything. Came to the studio, then you have to be a killer to even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really, actually, it's something bothering me. Ha! Talk about a clue, a lead! Know about that. Yesterday afternoon, said someone's here. Sense? Yeah, several times. Did you please? Well, I don't think so. I think we had scheduled some action of the run-through. The only assistant there that day, and someone from outside. Really? There's someone had come in here. Clearly, I've noticed them. Yeah, you're right. Don't have any better information than that. Thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything help. Lady on the spot. Since someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio. Yes, I think doesn't cut missing a witness testimony. Nick, what about that security lady? Came to the studio, she must go have seen them. Goodbye, strange child. Seen Global Studios main gate.
What? You're still here? Hey, look as though you see the ghost! What is all that look on your face?
Ask you again about yesterday. Came at 1 PM, correct? At time of death with 2:30. Sure that Powers would only go through between these times.
Sure as can be!
We have witnessed that someone else outside was here.
What?
Absolutely sure you were watching the whole time. Ma'am?
Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me?
Eek.
Tell me quick, you spaggy and cretin! Better walk away?
We were just talking to this in Studio 1.
Ah, she's not even a full-time employee! Oh, you young'uns are like that nowadays, running mouths on singing and young me doing thing about respect. pretend that I don't know anything. Ah!
Apologies. She left. Well, Nick, not a chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. Go! 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 Yeah, them security cameras. Nick, maybe we see photo powers with the computer. Save. Save the game. Savcom. Yeah, maybe. Try the computer. Try it. Okay, let's go try. Work these things? Get to enter a few numbers. Let's see first. It's the day of the murder. Turned on 1 p.m. that day. 1 p.m. was when security guard lined at the station. Security camera. TI 307. There, entered. Hey, you printed out data for that day. Let's see what we got. Huh? How's this picture of Will Powers? Someone who raised that suit, I guess the wine security lady thought it was him. The detective was very happy with the photos evidence. So, printed on the back. October 15, 2 p.m., photo number 2. What does that mean? Photo taken for that day? And that's the only one on the computer. Powers. Question mark. Photo. Add to the court record. Hey, Nick, can't we use photos at the trial? Yeah, put security in place with this. In place. But anyway, let's see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? Good to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Got you then I give you credit for. Next evil magistrate. Why do I have to be villain? Joke, are we done for today? Photos what we needed for the trial. Be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Leah said, security lady. To be continued. And then, as we are approaching 3-hour mark, I think that's where I'll leave it for today. So, let us see who else is on. Thank you all for coming. It's here somewhere. Thanks for stream. Thank you for coming. I think I know who will raid. But there's the raid message if you have a sub. There it is if you don't. But yeah. I hope you all have a lovely day, night, evening, whatever time it is for you. The next one, it should be tomorrow. And I hope to see you then. Dokie. Bye-bye.